Meat bicycle!
Hello everybody, welcome back to another modded weapon guide here on Borderlands 2. Today we are back and we're going to be reviewing a new SMG mod that has come out which directly replaces the Sandhawk SMG, and this one is called the Dark Phoenix and it's made by Beep Boop Joe over on the Borderlands 2 community GitHub, who of course likes his X-Men themed weapons, and today the Dark Phoenix is actually representing the X-Man, or X-Woman, Jean Grey, who is obviously that very powerful telekinetic is the right word, X-Man that well, can just do a lot of stuff with her mind, and she actually destroys Xavier in one of the films actually, doesn't she? So yeah, this is based off of that. So this is a weapon that is pretty difficult to use as well. As you can see now, I've got no health. It's surprisingly very hard to use. Well, I found it quite hard to use because it's just survivability issues, and I've never been really one to be too tactical. I just like going in there, all guns blazing, and hopefully kill people and not have to think about being careful. But yeah, this weapon really does teach you to do that, so we're going to be giving it a good review, but as always I'll start off by showing you guys exactly where to get it. So as always, you can click on the link in the description which will take you straight to it, or you can navigate there yourself by clicking on the Borderlands 2 community GitHub and going to Borderlands 2 mods, and then just scrolling very slightly down here to Beep Boop Joe's section, who's very close to the top. So we're going to click on that and you'll see all of his mods here, but we're looking for the Dark Phoenix, which is currently the third one down as I'm doing this video. Click on that and that'll bring you to the weapons information page with all the information you need, as well as the code to execute this mod itself. So we're going to click on the raw tab, right click, save as, and then save into our Borderlands 2 binaries folder as whatever we like, but remember what you saved it as. Come into the game and open the console menu and paste in your executed file, which is right here, and that'll change the Sandhawk into the Dark Phoenix. So you're going to need Sandhawks for this. Luckily I have plenty, one in each element as well, so yeah, that is definitely good for just being able to run throughout the map and do things like that. So there you go, this is what it looks like, a nice dark orange and red skin on this thing with a bit of yellow in it as well. Looks brilliant, and really nice skin. Really like the little face on the side of it as well. The red text says sometimes you need to be taught self-control. Obviously those who watch X-Men know what that kind of reference is towards. So yeah, that is the weapon, what it looks like, and we're going to go do some killing with this now while I run through the list of changes. Ah, it's Xavier! Kill him! Kill him! I don't know what I was doing with my voice then, but when I listened to it back it sounded absolutely stupid. But yeah, we'll keep it in there anyway, why not? So let's go through the list of changes then. So this is the Dark Phoenix, which replaces the Sandhawk. A bit of a warning to start off with, this will alter the Florentine's impact behaviour, unused on its actual gun but may interfere with other mods. And it sets the Hellfire's explosive damage type to fire instead of explosive default, so bear that in mind when running this mod. The Dark Phoenix replaces the Sandhawk SMG with a new firing mode based on the X-Men's most powerful mutant, Jean Grey. Imbued with the power of the Phoenix Force, you can now shoot powerful pyrokinesis blasts to wreck foes. Just be careful not to let the power overwhelm you. And you can see these bullets here are quite weird. They're like railgun style bullets, but you can see there's like a little ball on the end of them, and it really does look like a phase blast kind of thing coming out of the gun. So I really do like the projectile that comes out of this thing. It's very fitting for the character that it's trying to emulate. So it shoots psychic phoenix blasts that deal fire damage with direct hits, also slagging foes. Again, very handy, as you know, in Ultimate Vault Hunter mode you need slag, and this thing actually slags enemies pretty well as well. You can see right here, this Ultimate Badass Lunatic is taking quite a kicking from the projectiles coming out, which is quite good. So whilst this is usable from the hip, aiming with the Phoenix puts you into overdrive with added damage, burst, fire rate, but at the cost of health unless you hit. This is why I said at the beginning that this can be quite difficult to use. You can use this from the hip all day long and just shoot out like the wider spread projectiles, not as damaging or as quick, but still do quite a lot of damage, especially if you've got the enemy slagged up a little bit. But aiming down the sights actually makes it more powerful. But you can see as soon as I aim down the sights, it does start draining your health, which can be a problem when you spend a long amount of time actually aiming down the sights, and it takes your health straight down to 0. Then all it takes is one little stray bullet from an enemy and you're going down. So that is what makes it a bit more difficult. If you hit the enemies, which doesn't sound too hard, then you won't get the damage penalty or the drained health penalty. But it's quite a lot of bullets. You think you're shooting at an enemy and it's not all hitting there, so your health does carry on going down, so just be careful of that. And it features a new paint job, reformatted text code, health degen on zoom properly, scales now, and splash effects have been reorganised as well. There the version changes at the end of it. So yeah, there you go guys. What do you think of this weapon? Let me know down in the comments below if you've given it a test out. That is the Dark Phoenix though, a weapon made to emulate Jean Grey from the X-Men. I think this thing is really good, really nice challenge, and again, nothing overpowered about it at all, because although it is more powerful when aiming down the sights, you've got to time your shots and stop you know, your health going down too much. You've got to regen a bit of health. You've just got to plan your kills a lot more, which is what you should be able to do. So yeah, that is the Dark Phoenix. Thank you guys for watching. Really hope you've enjoyed another modding weapon guide here on Borderlands 2, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one.